Good morning. Coming to you at 6:38 on this Thursday. We've been talking for days now about this cold Canadian air mass that would come in today, would reignite east wind fields. Well, that is happening, or it will be happening during the day, and the National Weather Service has actually put out on the map behind me. Let me blow this up. You can find this by going to my weather site, portlandweather.com, then click on weather headlines, and this is the write-up. I realize this map is a little blurry, but this kind of tan shaded area, which is not Salem, this is just the North Willamette Valley. We'll call it the Portland Metro out into Hillsborough and up through Vancouver of Clark County under a wind advisory today. Now, all of us, I think, in the valley, including Salem, will start to see 15 to 30 mile per hour winds pick back up. So that's more than we've had the last couple of days. But on the east side of the Portland and Vancouver metros near the gorge, east winds will really start to fire. And there could be some 40 to 50 mile per hour winds, including you folks, especially that live up in elevations. That would be Prune Hill, 500 feet and higher, even the West Hills of Portland, 500 feet and higher. You might get some gusts up to 50 miles per hour today. And that's enough to produce some, down tree limbs and some power outages and that type of thing. So the more golden color, which extends into the West Gorge, that's a high wind warning. Drivers out on I-84 driving to the east, into the east wind, could see winds gusting to 60 miles per hour today. That becomes almost hazardous for large cargo vehicles. And then when you get up in the elevation of the gorge, Corbett, those winds could be stronger than 60 by the time you get to the Vista House. Remember, Crown Point has had 87 mile per hour winds. They had that, Tuesday overnight into early Wednesday morning. Those winds could top closer to 100 today. So that's really something. And I've written all this up, if basically what I just said. The other colors on the map, by the way, that's an air stagnation advisory, which includes the valley. I just checked. DEQ in Oregon reporting air quality mostly good in the Portland metro area where the winds are blowing, moderate down in Salem, but keeping an eye on that. The green shade, if you're interested, is just a freezing frost warning, basically, for this morning over in central Oregon. So this air mass, remember, coming in real quick. That's the headline. This headline, though, is that this air comes in and there's not much cloud cover with it and there's no moisture with it. So it's kind of hard to see the weather system on a satellite picture. But again, this is on my satellite radar picture. Here's the frontal boundary, and you see the clouds kind of extending up into Washington. We might get some of that high cloudiness today as this front continues to shift off to the south. But, the dry air mass isn't much to look at on a satellite picture. So again, the headline today, a wind advisory. We'll see highs in the 40s. It was much cooler back on Wednesday than I thought it would be. Portland only hit 47, so that would be similar, but colder feeling because of the east winds. The winds will start to fade somewhat Friday. The wind advisory expires 7 a.m. Friday morning. Saturday, I think, away from the gorge, you're back to pretty calm conditions. And then remember, we switch into a Pacific flow, which eventually will wash out the east winds. A light rain chance on Sunday, a better chance of manageable rain on Monday into Tuesday. And that is your 7-day forecast. And with that, I will wish you a very pleasant Thursday.